Hey, I'm in Columbus because it's a convention weekend. I'm only volunteering for this one, but I'd never been to it before, so I thought at least this would give me a little chance to get out and get around, especially after being waitlisted for so many cons this year. But that's another story. I'm first to the room, which every time I volunteer, I'm always first to the room. Just, I guess, how it is. This is my view. Look at that out there. This is apparently floor 19. You can see this lovely, strange building right there is the convention center. So, a nice view, for sure. So, I guess what I'm going to do is, various times over the weekend, going to take random little videos about how things are going, how I'm feeling, or some random thing like that. Why not? Because I haven't done that since probably at least 4 years ago, something like that. But yeah, so the reason why my last video is up later than I wanted is because I was getting ready for this. Yeah, you can see all my stuff hanging out. Come on, there we go. That over there, and you can see it. I'll walk that way. Look at me. Look at me. Whoop. And then here's the rest of my stuff. Okay, so apparently I did something that made the video stop. Anyways, so I was talking about my stuff. Yes, that's nice. You saw it. It's great. It's probably gonna look a whole lot messy before the end of the weekend. But I think I prepared everything. Mostly foodstuffs. I'm looking forward to meeting the two girls that I'm rooming with. One has apparently done at least something with what we're volunteering with, and the other one has not. So that should be interesting to get to know them. Maybe we'll be friends. Should be fun. Yeah. And then I think, oh yeah, there's a video that's going to go up before this one. Me beating, that was supposed to go up today. But as you can see, I'm here. So I did not time manage well. So hopefully I'll have that up and then this up, and then maybe I'll do a video on my wands or something. We'll see. Alright, until the next bit. Hey, again. So you might be wondering why, well, there's no convention around me. I really did want to record some stuff during. I just didn't have time. Like, Wednesday was set up all day, and I learned a lot about the behind the scenes stuff because I never had to set up before. I've torn down three times now, or helped tear down, I should say. So yeah, setting up is very different from tearing down. I mean, duh, of course it would be. So I don't know. Anyways, so that was all Wednesday, and Tuesday, after everybody got there, we decided to go down to this tavern about 4 or so blocks away. Great food. Huge proportions. Nice price. So, yeah, we ended up going back there later. And I had something different. It was still good. I don't know how this place does it. Good for them. Though the music was way too loud on the weekend. Some of us just want to talk. We don't need to listen to loud music. Anyways, let's see here. Then I had earlier shifts on 2 days and a later shift on the other day. Though it was all the same work. So that was fun though. That was fun. I was basically giving out people their experience and their completion tokens and their treasure pulls and their pins if they lived. That was fun. Oh, so many groups died. It was sad. So sad. I loved them all. Saw a lot of familiar faces. Was surprised to not see a few faces, but since it wasn't Gen Con, of course, you weren't going to see everybody. That was fun. And then some of the regulars are like, hey, how's it going? And then a few others are like, yeah, you look familiar, but we don't talk, so, a wave and a goodbye. Made more friends. Slept alright. Except last night there was a yapping dog for over an hour. People, if you're going to bring your pet for whatever reason, please take them with you. Do not leave them in a room by themselves. More than likely, they will miss you. Details. Other than that, it was fine. I saw the deals room for all of an hour and a half, which, I said hello to my friends over there. Saw some stuff that I'd like. Made mental notes. Space issues. Anyways, oh gosh, where was I? Looking up stuff? No. I'm thinking, yeah, the dealer's room. Yeah, it was nice. There's so many things, so many pretty things that I will make note of for later. And Boss Monster. Excited about that. I have about 6 weeks to prepare myself. Yes. Last thing before, well, no. Maybe? Let me think. I'll just talk about my run real quick, and then I will talk more in depth on tokens and things, because I may or may not have been surprised with a lot of them. So I may have talked about this on one of my older videos, but I do run with the True Dungeon. It is 4 conventions now. It's basically like escape room meets fantasy theme. It's just really cool. I got to do one of the runs for the new, what do they call it? Season theme. It's Norse, and it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It helps. I really like shiny things, but we had a good time. Defeated all the monsters. The puzzles were pretty neat. Yeah, I enjoyed those. Except the last one. I won't say absolutely anything because it's not hard to explain, but there are better places to go and look into that stuff. And since it's a new one, I don't want to spoil it for anybody that happens to come across this and also ends up on a run for it. So, but to just say, it was still cool. It was still cool. I did want to talk about one of the fights that we got into, because not what the fight was about, but in every room you have a DM who will roll for the monster and add up all of the damage that we do and things like that. Well, we walk in and he rolls for initiative. He rolls a 1. Then he has somebody in our party roll, and I don't remember who it was. I know it wasn't me because I refused to. Because D20s. Anyways, so yeah, they rolled and they got a 2. The DM looks, I think he looked at me, but he could have just been looking at the party in general and said, I've been doing this for 10 years and that's never happened before. And I just thought it was a cool story because, I mean, how, the odds, right? Anyways, we're going to do switch over to the token stuff here because my arms are getting really tired. I did a lot of work today as well, which is also why I didn't get to do any video updates. All right, so until the next bit. Okay, so this mess is just some of the tokens that I've acquired. Most of these are new. There are a few that are not, like this pile over here. We'll get to that in a moment. I guess, trying to figure out where would be a good place to start. Well, okay, so you start with, let's see if I found one, with a character, right? Okay, so there are 12 classes, with 2 overlapping, being fighter and wizard. Yes. And that's just to give more opportunities if 2 people wanted to play the same class for those particular classes. Anyways, so each one has like a special thing for them. Like I have to pick out a symbol and guess correctly, then I get a bit of monster lore, which is one of the most fun things for Bard, in my opinion. I also get to practice my singing and, you know, be generally entertaining. Not like I don't want to do that in everyday life, but actually go out and see people that get to do that. Then there are these other things, which I'm unfortunately very bad at using. But yeah, so you get an idea right there. There's some more info on the back, but I mostly, for my 5th level, because I'm 5th level, yeah, I do. Here, I'll show you a 5th level card. Yeah, here's a 5th level card. It's for a rogue. My friend is a rogue, and he actually wanted me to laminate. I was like, oh, hey, yeah, you know what? That's cool. I'll totally do it. He gets sneak attack. And you won't always necessarily be able to get the class that you want, but I generally try to get there early or make or go with a group that we've already established who everybody's going to be, if that makes any sense. So that's the idea. Then there's, because he also gave me another card, so I will just show, because he has special tokens, he's allowed to special class. So this is what one of those looks like, which I think is awesome. But yeah. So right over here, let's look at this box for a second. So I've got my lovely stuff labeled right here on both sides because I'm not a crazy person. And this allows you, well, let me back it up. One of the things that you can do is you can transmute things. So you start with your base stuff, like I got a bunch of common armor. So I would add that to my person. But I have better armor than that. And this one doesn't even let me equip to my class. So all this armor I'm not using. What happens next, which one is that, the miniature hard, is you take it and you have it transmuted. Let me go into my book of things. Yeah, not that, not that, not that. I feel like I'm getting close. Here, maybe? Yeah, there we go. So then it gets turned into this. So, okay, that's cool. So then, you see how we got a bunch of different ones? Well, after that, then you can, like, make stuff. So I made this back at last year's celebration. It was the first thing that I ever transmuted. It's like, it's okay. But I was like, alright, cool, I made a thing. And then I made this one today, because after this, there's another one that takes it, makes it like super awesome. I was like, oh my gosh, why did I not see this before? I want to make this. So that's what I'm trying to work towards now. As you can see, I have lots of baggies. Ran out of memory again. Anyways, I was talking about something where I'm going to work on making a very pretty, awesome cloak and I got a bunch of tokens for devoting my entire weekend to what I love. And by no means am I have I been no sponsorship, all right? So this is just me talking about something that I love, and I love volunteering. I love being a part of it. I love meeting people. It's just all fun. Except when I die, but that's usually on me or my party, but whatever. So they give you these lovely sheets where you can like fill out. I'm gonna turn it around so you can't see. Yeah, so you like say your variety and quantity and all that stuff, so you can fill those out. I'm reusing this one just to sort of keep track, because the thing that tells me how to make the recipe for the next cloak is in a nice thing that I don't want to mark up. So I was like, oh hey, I'll just reuse it. But yeah, so I got all these cool stuff, and you notice we've got different colors of tokens. So I thought I'd talk about that for a second. Here's your basic. Let's see here. I'll grab that one too. So here's our basic different versions. We've got, I know it's probably kind of see, that's like a brown black. That's the common. The green, uncommon. Red, rare. Purple, ultra rare. And these pants are cool, but I've got my eyes suddenly on a kilt that would make my bard go from 36 hit points to 51. Yeah, I'm in love. I'm in love with the kilt. And then we've got other stuff like these black-backed tokens. These are for something special. I don't know. They look cool. It's for a fun surprise. We'll find out what that is. Hopefully at Gen Con. Oh yeah, talk about these. These are, well, were for this con. They were the completion participation tokens. When you participate, when you go through a dungeon and you come out, you get goodies to say, oh hey, you survived this adventure, or well, you participated in this adventure. So you get these if you're on normal, these if you're on hardcore, and both if you do nightmare. I've done nightmare once, maybe twice. It didn't go well for me, but yeah, I still had fun. I wasn't ready. I'm solid hardcore right now. This is our volunteer token. Very nice, right? +2 to saves. Woohoo! Very exciting. And then, of course, this season is all about the lovely Norse. So anything that is like Thor or Loki or Odin or Valkyrie, because I saw one of those too. Like, I'm just like, oh, the love. Yeah. Super, super excited about that. Then this lovely red book, which my friend actually made. He is very cool, man. I don't know if he sells them, but he makes them. He made this one. He made the second one. So he gave me this one. This is my personal, my loot and my lore. So I can do my bardy things. And then I've got, you know, for the close combat, for the faraway combat. I tell you, I'm all about that faraway combat. All about it. And this is for quick access. This is so I can go, whoosh, I show it to you. Because you're in a fast situation. Here's my lovely bard card, which I've laminated because I'm a dork. And here's some of my personal stuff that's on my character. Because, yes. And now, I've been playing for 8 years now. I started with a shoestring budget. And I've traded using other tokens. Because, like, the first purple I ever pulled was a +1 greatsword or something like that. And I traded it for another purple because playing as a bard, I don't need it. So, you know, stuff like that. And then these ones were all volunteer tokens. Yes. 100% yes. This one was because somebody liked my artwork and they wanted to commission me. It was very exciting. This one I drew. The shade cloak I drew too. Bought for gold. Bought for gold? I don't remember how I got that one. As I said, this one's also a volunteer token. Yeah. They're cool about stuff. There was another one that I was going to talk about here. That one I bought for gold. Looking at through here is hard, let me tell you. But this is the one I traded for that sword. So, super excited. Just put those on. This one was from a lovely person who I saved their bag from the trash. They got it, they found out a year later when I came back. And suddenly, like a few weeks after the con, I got this in the mail. I was like super, super excited because they're like great shoes. Great shoes. Yeah, my pants a little to the underdark. I'm on a kilt. But this is if I play rogue, which I could do. And this is, oh, I totally forgot I had a war shillelagh. Wow, that just shows you how often I come back to this part. And then these are some other things that I could play, like if I did a cleric. I think I could get by playing a cleric. But I haven't. And then here's if I was going to be a wizard. And then of course I've got some miscellaneous stuff in the back, like if for some reason I had to worry about my scrolls or my potions. And then of course I have a mushroom just in case I die, somebody could bring me back. And duck. And then the horn. It's a slotless item, so I was like, alright, I'll throw that in there. So that's all that. I've got stars on the back of them because I've lent them out at some point. But yeah, so that gives you an idea of at least the token part of all this. It's so much fun, and if anybody likes playing with poker chips, this is like poker chips on crack. Kinda. Very. But like, yeah, these are monster bits, so you defeated the monster, you get a bit of it. I love that. I love that so much. These are some of the completion tokens that I have collected for various reasons. Oh, and then there are these. There's also gold, because you need gold for recipes, and you can trade with other players and stuff like that. So, 2 years ago, they did all these skulls, so I just have a set of skulls because skulls. Before it was so rudely interrupted by my own tablet. Then we got runestones, which do something, and you can only use them once. You have to turn them in. And the same thing happens when you use scrolls, which, you know, is cool. Wands, they just recently changed. We'll see how that goes. I'm kind of excited about it. And then I kept these shoes just because I like the image on them. I'm not weird. You're weird. And then my bard stuff. Like, I specifically have been trying to collect all of the bard stuff. I obviously don't have this one. It's from 2007, and I don't know if anybody has it at all. This one's, of course, in my stuff. This one's in my stuff. This one's in my stuff. And this one I don't have. But I watched somebody pull it this weekend. It was pretty cool. Oh, yeah. I just got this. So, but I'm not going to put that in there. That's going to go in my stuff. And then this is what the tokens used to look like before I started playing. So I thought that was pretty cool. I only have a few of those for, you know, just because I was able to get my hands on them. I mean, what am I going to do with it? Other than enjoy it for its awesomeness. So there you go. That's me just having fun, and I still have a couple of things to put together and look through the whole book again, make sure there isn't anything that I want to say goodbye to, don't need. And that was my weekend. That was Origins, my first one. probably will be back with True Dungeon next year. Woo! This is me being excited. All right, bye.